Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how to make Haitian legume with chicken. So for this I have 2 large carrots that I'll be using. I have a bag of family size chopped spinach, 1 head of cabbage, and I have some parsley and thyme that I tied together, and I have 1 jalapeno poked with some cloves in it. I do this just so I don't lose my cloves throughout the cooking process. And I have 2 Maggie cubes or chicken bouillon, and I have 1.5 tablespoon of the Haitian spice. I'll leave the link to that video down in the description box for you guys. And I have 2 Roma tomatoes, and I have 2 chayotes, and I have 2 eggplants, and I have some chicken that I'll be using. The amount of chicken you use is totally up to you, and I have a video up showing you guys how I clean my chicken, so I'll leave that link for that video in the description box as well. And I have some salt to taste, and 1/4 cup of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, and 2 teaspoons of freshly squeezed lime juice. And I have some vegetable oil because I will be frying my chicken. In case you missed all of this, because I know this is a lot, please check the description box where I list all the ingredients for you guys. So let's get cooking, guys. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put my chicken in my pot. Now I'll add my Haitian spice to it and really give it a nice mix so every piece of your chicken can have that spice in it. And then I'll go ahead and add my tomatoes, and I will be cooking the chicken different from the veggies, just because the chicken might be done faster than if I were to do like beef or goat meat. And with this one I am going to add 2 cups of water just to cook the chicken. And once you're done with that, you go ahead and add some salt to taste. And we're gonna let this cook for 20 to 30 minutes because we don't want the chicken to cook too much so it don't fall apart before we get to the frying process. So on medium high for 20 to 30 minutes. Okay guys, so as I wait for my chicken to cook, I went ahead and cut up my veggies. I cut up my chayote into 4 pieces. I just used a vegetable peeler and peeled them, and then I ran my knife inside and took out that whitish part that it had inside. And then my eggplants, I just cut them, and then I just cut them in slices, I guess. I just sliced them up. Nothing fancy. And then my cabbage, I just roughly chopped it and washed it. So we're gonna put these in the pot without any water or oil. And you wanna set your stove on medium low because you don't want the vegetables to cook fast at all. So we are going to steam these because we are going to chop them up. So we want them nice and soft so they can chop really nice. Or we're going to mash them, I should say. And as you know, the cabbage will reduce dramatically, so it will go down. So I'm gonna put it for 10 to 15 minutes, and then when the cabbage has gone down, I'm going to add my carrots on top of it for another 10 minutes. Okay guys, my vegetables are pretty much done. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove all the carrots. Since I did not steam them with my chicken while my chicken was cooking, I can go ahead and mash my vegetables right in the pot once it's cooled down. If you haven't seen my other legume video, please check that video out. It's made with goat meat, but you can use beef or pork in it if you wish. I'll leave that link for that video down in the description box. for you guys to check out. So now I am just going to let it cool down and use this. We call this mush pilon in Haiti. As it cool down, I'll use this to mash up the veggies, or if you don't have this, you can use the bottom of a drinking glass to do that as well. Okay, now I'll just remove the chicken so I can fry them up. And there's nothing to frying it. I just put some oil in a pan and I'll just fry them like you would fry any regular chicken. So make sure you remove most of the chicken. And I have one chicken breast in here that I'll just keep. And I am going to remove most of the liquid because legume doesn't have that much liquid in there. We don't want this to turn into bouillon. If you haven't, guys, please check me out on my Instagram page, and please go like my Facebook page and add me on Snapchat. I'll leave the link for all three down in the description box. So about this much of water I'll leave in. Have your stove set on medium high, and now I'll go ahead and add the cabbage. And I'll add my tomato paste to that as well. Give it a little mix. And at this point you can add your olive oil. And now you want to cover it and let the spinach cook for a good 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, my spinach is nicely cooked, and I did went ahead and add 2 more tablespoons of tomato paste because I don't like my legume green. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that mashed veggies, which is the eggplant and the chayote and my cabbage, and you want to mix it together. And remember, this is just the way I make my chicken legume. I'm sure other people make it different. I'm just sharing with you guys the way I make mine. And to that, I'll add the carrots. And with a little gravy from the chicken. And I can see I will be adding a little more tomato paste to mine. But before I do that, I'll go ahead and add my freshly squeezed lime juice. And I'll add about 2 more tablespoons or teaspoon of tomato paste. Please check the description box so you guys know exactly how much I ended up using for this recipe. So now I'm gonna cover it and let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay guys, this is the final step to our legume. At this point, your legume should have the right amount of salt to it if you taste it, and you can definitely put a little more lime juice if you please. I know I added a little more tomato paste than I had listed on the beginning of the video. This is why it's so important to check the description box. So usually whatever I list in the description box is exactly what I use. So now the final step is I'll just take my fried chicken and I just lightly fried them. Just take all your pieces of chicken. I reserve a couple just to put on top. And if you like, you can mix it. You don't have to, but I like mixing mine in. And just let it simmer for another 10 minutes before you eat it. And this is pretty much it. This is a highly requested video. I know from my other legume video, I had mentioned I did chicken legume and some of you wanted to see how I do it. So hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. Please do share it with everybody in every social media so we can help the world learn about Haitian cuisine. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and of course share, as I mentioned before. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I love you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Meat is well done. You should not have a problem with the shredding part at all. So now I'm gonna take my